So it starts with baby red potatoes that we have just cubed up and boiled in a little bit of water, or in water that's been salted with a little bit of salt. Now the key to a really good potato salad, one of the tricks is don't overcook those potatoes. You want them to hold up to a fork when you stab it. You don't want it to fall apart, so you still want them just a teeny bit firm, not, you know, rock hard, but a little bit firm. That way, when you go to mix it all together, they won't fall apart and you won't have mashed potatoes. We're making potato salad here. We're not making mashed potatoes. So boil up your potatoes, cube them, and boil them up in a little bit of salted water. And with the baby reds, go ahead and leave the skins on because that's the red part of this recipe. So I'm just going to drain those potatoes. We boiled them for about 15-20 minutes. A couple of the guys wanted to stay in there. Nope. They're going in the salad. And for me, leftover potato salad is a good thing. Keeps in the fridge for a couple of days, and it's always great to have on hand. Okay, well, my potatoes are cooling a little bit. I'm going to get to work on dicing up some celery and some scallions. This recipe, if you've got people coming over, can be made up to, I would say, 3 days in advance and just parked in your refrigerator. I'm using scallions rather than regular onions. They're just going to give a hint milder flavor. You could certainly use some red onion, though. Dice that up real fine, or just yellow onion, but just a real fine dice and not a whole ton of it. I love onion in potato salad. My family's not big fans of it. That's why I use the scallion, because it's just a little bit milder. I think with potato salad, it really does need at least a few hours in the fridge for the flavors to really come together, or overnight. Okay, so scallions are diced, celery's diced. It's time to start throwing this baby together. If the potatoes are a tad warm, that's okay. Actually, the flavors will really get in there that way. In goes our celery, and I use quite a bit of it, and our scallions. I'm going to use a combination of, and I do this with most of my potato salad recipes, I use some mayonnaise and sour cream. So we've got some real mayo, not the salad dressing. I'm using the real mayo. You could certainly use light. I don't want the sweetness of the salad dressing. That's why I'm using the real mayo. Start with a little. We can always add more. I'm adding 1 cup of sour cream. That looks a little bit heavy on that cup. Some salt and pepper. That's another secret. Really season it nicely. In fact, most of the time when I'm making potato salad, I like those potatoes just a tad warm. I think it tends to really, they soak up the flavor a little bit. Now, in goes some bacon, cooked crumbled bacon. So if you're making bacon, make a few extra pieces, throw it into your potato salad. And last but not least, we've got some crumbled blue cheese. You're saying, what's the blue part of this recipe? Blue cheese. At this point, park it in your refrigerator. Let it chill for at least a few hours. And then before serving, garnish the top with some more blue cheese. So this one will be a winner, I promise. Just finishing up our red, white, and blue potato salad with a little bit of extra blue cheese on top. And oh man, is this good. Goes good with whatever you're serving in the summer. Steaks, chicken, brats, burgers, whatever.